Good morning. It is 8:30 a.m. on Saturday, August 30th, 2025. And I'm going to try to do this video while my daughter is doing her quick exercise thing. I don't even know if it got you on the camera.
Okay, wait one more time.
Okay, one more time.
Hi, Facebook.
She's doing her workout in my nightgown because we had a fun sleepover last night. So I've already had a cup of coffee this morning. I'm having my second cup, and I wanted to tell you about it. And I say that, I don't know if I can do this or not because she's got her exercise guru on there talking on the TV, and I'm not used to doing things with other stuff going on, like when I was a young mom like my daughter with pandemonium going on around her. I used to be able to do that. Anyway, I'll just try to concentrate on this. All right, so this is my second cup of coffee, and I used my Morpot Milk Frother to make this lovely froth. A couple of things I wanted to say about the milk frother, which I've been kind of, reviewing over these last few days. This is the box, the Morpot, if you can read backwards, there you go, Detachable Milk Frother. And shout out to Christina. Anyone else?
Pinto.
To the Pintos. It makes awesome froth. Both, so far I've tried the hot thick and the hot thin froth. In fact, this morning, because my daughter drinks goat milk, well, she drinks non-cow milk, okay? So we had goat's milk this morning and mixed it with a little almond milk, and that frothed up very nicely. And then, this is one of the things I wanted to tell you. I rinsed out the pot and I put in my Fairlife 2%, which is reduced fat milk, which is so yummy. And that's from a cow. Okay, so I put it on the base, right? But the base was too hot on the metal plate inside here. And the machine, it would flash red. You know how it flashes different colors around here. One of the things I really like about this machine. But it would not turn on. And I realized the reason is it was too hot. And this is the case with so many machines that heat things up or that have motors. If they're too hot, they have some sort of switch that prevents them from turning on and overheating. Now, one thing I did notice is that, yesterday I went ahead and frothed my milk in the machine, and then instead of just putting the pot down on the counter, I replaced it on the base. Well, the base is really hot. It ended up scalding milk on the bottom, and boy, I had a devil of a time trying to get that off. I used vinegar and, soap and water and scrubbing. I did finally get it to loosen up and come off, but I want to avoid that. So, you know what, actually, after I got it cleaned, after I made the goat milk today, after I rinsed it out and I made my lovely froth, let me rinse it out one more time. Let's see if we can do this without dumping the phone in the sink. Okay. And the point of this is to see, did it scald the milk on? No, it did not. Okay? So it looks like the problem that I had with getting the milk scalded on was I had replaced this pitcher, which has a metal bottom inside and outside. I had replaced it on the hot base. So that allowed the milk to scald on there. Well, anyway, so when I put it on this morning after making my daughter's goat milk froth, and it wouldn't turn on, that was a good thing. So I took the pitcher off and, tried the machine again a couple times, and then finally it turned on. So this is a safety feature, and it's a good thing. But another thing about it is, if my daughter and I were going to use the same kind of milk, then I would have filled this up to the maximum level, and I would have had enough froth for 2 or 3 nice cups of, latte, cappuccino, milky coffee with a nice foam on top, whatever. But because we were using different kinds of milk, I had to fill it and then make the froth, empty it, fill it again. So if I was making it for the 2 of us with the same kind of milk, I would have made the largest volume, and that would have been great. So in a way, this is could be a drawback if you're making frothed milk for multiple people, but most people are just using something like this to make it for a couple people, or in my case, usually just for myself. So it works out really well. So far, I'm very happy with it. And also, after it's done making the froth, you know how it's got 4 different colors. It's got red for hot, thick froth, blue for cold froth. What are the other colors? Purple, let's see, it says on the box. Purple for just hot milk with no froth, and then green for hot, thin foam, okay? When it's done making, the timer goes off or whatever causes this to spin around for a certain amount of time, it shows all 4 colors, one after another, like a rainbow. It's so cool. I really like that. My toothbrush does that too, after I brushed my teeth for 2 minutes. So anyway, I like colored lights. So far, so good on this Morpot. And I've got, what do I have? I don't even know what I've got in here. Some kind of Nespresso coffee. And I put salted caramel syrup into the frother. Oh. It's kind of like a light whipped cream. Well, look, I need to go. And by the way, I didn't even look in the mirror this morning with my hair. I just stuck my fingers through it. So, oh, I look good. Okay. Do you want to say goodbye? I'm going to quick turn this around. Bye. Okay. Well, listen, I'll talk to you later. Okay. I hope you have a good day.